And let's talk about the job hunt. It is such a challenge for so many people, and joining us with expert advice is Fort Myers. He's a local author and career coach, and the name of your book is Get the Job You Want Even When No One's Hiring.
Right.
And my guess is a lot of people are feeling that way right now.
Absolutely.
Tell us about the job search, and you say that, which is interesting, that the best way to look for a job is to never need a job, or never look for a job.
To never look for a job.
Never look for a job.
Yeah, let me explain this, because it confuses a lot of people when I say that. Here's the bottom line. You need to put yourself in the shoes of the employer. If you're the candidate, try to think like the employer, not like a job applicant. In fact, I always tell my clients, try not to think like a job applicant at all, and try to think instead like you are a solution provider. The bottom line is that employers really don't care if you need a job or if you've been out of work for 6 months.
I'm desperate to work. They don't want to hear that.
No, all they care about is what can you do for me. If I'm the employer, all I really care about is what can you do for me. So I tell people, stop acting like a job applicant and start acting like a problem solver. Similarly, stop trying to market your credentials and start selling your proven results. This is the way people need to think in today's market.
So it's not so much, it's more what you've done, and say, look, I have been a solution maker for all these people.
Exactly. You need to make a connection between the company's needs and problems and your own contributions and your own assets.
Talk to me about what you do if you get laid off on Friday and you're sort of in the stuck mode. I can't believe it happened to me. What do I do next?
Well, what you should not do, Tracy, is run home and send out 500 resumes. That's the worst thing a person can do if they've just been laid off. What they should really do is pause, take stock, think about things, what went wrong, what could they have done differently, and even if it wasn't their own fault, there may be things that they can do better moving forward. So it's all about making a plan and getting an intelligent strategy in place instead of just doing that knee-jerk reaction of rushing out and doing something silly. So people need to think before they act.
Talk about, if you can, what people have to do in a day-in, day-out scenario, because we saw Alessandro, and he's like, geez, I'm sending out resumes, what should I be doing?
Yeah, and I heard that segment. Well, frankly, he shouldn't have been sending out resumes all day long. Sitting behind the computer sending out resumes day in and day out is a very bad strategy. It just doesn't work. It's like you're sending resumes out into the big black hole. Instead, what's really paramount is the networking. People need to focus on networking. I used to say 80–85% of your time should be in networking. In today's world, I'm telling clients 90% of their time should be spent on networking. And I mean structured, productive networking that really gets results.
Excellent. All great advice. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tracy.